you guys know, every single Monday we come at you and we spit fire. And today is a very, very special day for me because my mama's birthday is coming up in a few days. July 4th, Independence Day, the day my mama was born. And one of the, I want to talk today about our mamas. How many of us dudes are mama's boys, right? Think about it, right? I grew up, with a loving and caring mother. I mean, till this day, me and my mama are like very tight. I don't speak to her as much as I used to when I was younger, obviously because of day-to-day grind increases and stuff like that. But my mama is like dear in my heart. She's the number one woman in my heart outside of my girlfriend, outside of my future wife, outside of anything else. But my mama is considered the only person that I can say is the only woman that will never disappoint me. And the reason why is because that's my mama, you know what I'm saying? She gave birth to me. When I was a baby, I heard, my mama was telling me stories how, in the middle of the winter, they're trying to figure out a way to kind of, leave USSR, which was, falling apart in 1991, 1990. And she's literally figuring out a way to keep me warm, to bring me to this country. And you know what's crazy? What my mom had to go through, with of course my dad, together, what they had to go through to bring me to this beautiful country is an incredible story on its own. But my mom has done so much for me. I mean, if you guys think about your mama, what has your mama done for you? Some of you guys may have a bad relationship with your mama right now. Some of you guys may not even know your mama because maybe she let you go and she didn't want to, take care of you. And I understand that pain because I used to, I grew up in foster care and group homes and for a couple of years when I was like 15, 16, 17. And I was around kids that didn't have mamas, or mamas didn't want them, or they misbehaved and mamas kind of got rid of them. So I understand that pain and that guilty feeling you may have. But your mama at the end of the day will always love you. She carried you for 9 months. Whether you like it or not, no father's gonna carry you, no grandfather's gonna carry you, no uncle's gonna carry you. Your mama carried you for 9 months. And all she did was think about you every single day. And after you were born, she bathed you, she fed you, she took care of you. Dads are awesome. Like even myself, when I'm gonna be a dad, I'm probably not gonna do all that stuff that my mom did to me, you know what I mean? But my mama changed my life. I mean, literally. Last week we talked about childhood experiences, and I talked about some of the things my dad, taught me. But when it comes to my mama, I mean, she has taught me so much, it's unbelievable. I love her to death, and I hope she watches this, and she obviously gonna watch this because I'm gonna tell her to watch it, but I love you, Mom. And at the end of the day, you have changed my life. At the end of the day, you are the reason why you're the reason why I am who I am today. Because you put me in a position to win. You put me in a position where you gave me a chance to believe in myself. Because as a young kid, you believed in me, and you believed in me, and you breathe fresh, you breathe fresh air into my freaking soul every day. And I love you for that. And you've done so much for me. And I told you when I was a young kid, I'm gonna retire my mom, I'm gonna retire my mom, I'm gonna retire you, Mom. And the truth is, I am gonna retire you. Whenever you say, Michael, I don't wanna work anymore, you already know that Michael's here to rescue. I'm gonna take care of all your expenses because I love you to death. And that's something that motivated me for many, many years, And I wanna talk about some things I learned from my mom. One of the things I learned was love. Like, my mama always loved me. And she loved not only me, but she loved my 2 younger brothers. She loved people. She's just a very loving person. Till this day, I don't have one person that has a problem with my mama. It's crazy. My mama, everybody loves my mama. Everybody loves my mom. Like, I'm telling you that. You go anywhere, you speak to her, she's a social butterfly. I think she had like one problem, argument with one of her close friends a long time ago. And that lasted very short because at the end of the day, the friend came back to her, apologized to her, because my mama has a loving personality. And I learned to love people from that. I have a softer side of my heart because of my mom. My dad created that toughness inside me, that rock, that discipline that we talked about last week. But my mama made me to this velvet-covered brick. And that's what you need to be. And I think I got the best of both worlds. My dad being a strong rock, my mom being soft. All that together, they'd be a velvet brick. And I also learned how to be compassionate. Being compassionate to me was like she's always, whenever she does something, she goes all in. Like she raised us the best she could. At the end of the day, we didn't grow up rich. We grew up a little bit, not so rich. We weren't dying, but we weren't out there. If that makes sense, right? And my mama literally did whatever she can. I remember she was hustling. She was doing whatever she can, and she never, ever tried to say no to me as a kid. Like, she tried her best to get us Game Boy Advances and PS1s and PS2s and PS Shmees and all this other stuff. Like, she always found a way to just get us those things because she didn't want to, rob us of our childhood. And I get emotional about that because she literally did everything for me. And you got to think about your mama. Like, some of you guys be, disrespecting your mama. I did that For many years, I was disrespecting my mom. I wasn't listening, wasn't paying attention. I didn't appreciate my mom. And what ended up happening, later on in my life, I got so angry at myself. I was like, why did I do that? Why did I drive my mama crazy? When all she was doing was just trying to love me and protect me, help me out. And now, obviously, I'm a young adult. I'm 27 years young, and I think about that. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I disrespected my mom when I was young. I feel even embarrassed to even say that, But I learned, how to just go all in and everything with my mom and be compassionate, just go with everything with love and take care of everybody. One of the other things I learned from my mom was never give up. Never give up. I mean, literally, my mom. I remember she was working a few jobs and she was studying literally at night times in a bathroom at some points, just to pass her college, just to go to college all over again. And she was going to college maybe in her late 20s and just had to start all over because she came to a country where she had nothing. And I respect that. With 3 children, right? My mom had me, my 2 younger twin brothers, and it's not easy. It's not easy to be able to raise 3 kids. And I don't want to say by herself because my dad was there, but my parents were having a lot of domestic violence going on, a lot of bullshit, a lot of problems. And for her to go through that and never give up and finally graduate and then get a good job where she can actually pay her bills and take care of her life. And you know what? I'm not mad at her for not, creating that wealth, all that stuff for me, because that's not what we needed. We needed what we needed and we got what we needed. My mama did everything she possibly could. I respect her. I love her. I hope she sees this video because at the end of the day, I want her to know that I am who I am today, once again, because my mama put all these beautiful things inside of me. And she told me never to give up. Never. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how much pain you go through, you never say no. You never say no to your dreams. You never give up. And she always believed in me. She always told me you could do it. You're smart. You're this, you're that. And because she did that, I am who I am today. It's crazy. I'm saying this a lot of times because some of us don't realize what we have around us. It could be your grandfather. It could be your grandmother. It could be your father. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. When someone believes in you, don't give up on that. Don't give up on that little, fresh breath air. Like, they believe, they love you. They put all their belief inside of you. You can't give up on yourself. It's not. You have no right to give up on yourself when people believe in you. And that's what I was going through my mind. My mom believes me. My mom believes me. If my mom believes me, it means I can actually do it. They see something that we don't see sometimes. She saw something in me that I didn't see at the time. And I believed her. And guess what? I feel amazing. I feel like I can inspire people. I can help people because of what my mama believed in me. And you have no idea what the words that you give out to your children can make a big impact. Some of you guys are parents and you're shitting on your children. It's crazy. My mama never did that to me. My mama always believed in me. She always put positive words in me. I don't remember one time my mama said, you're a dumbass. Never. She always told me, you're a smart boy. Even when I failed, you're smart, don't worry, you're going to figure it out. And that's what my mama told me. All these valuable lessons, And there's a lot of things I learned from my mama, but that's just kind of like the few things that kind of pop into my head because my mama did everything for me. And I know that this podcast, I'm not even talking straight because I just keep thinking about, I'm just getting so emotional, thinking about my mama. Like, I love my mama to death. And if anybody ever does anything crazy to my mama, if anybody tries to do something crazy, you know how we get. We boys love our mamas. Nobody can come touch our mamas. We love our mamas, you know what I mean? So I just hope that you guys really think about your mom. And I want you to think about maybe someone that, maybe your grandma, right? Someone that you really, 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 really love. Someone that really believes in you. And I hope that you can take this and fuel yourself, even if you had a bad childhood. I know a lot of people that didn't have the mamas, like I said, but guess what? Just because you don't have a mama that believed in you or loved in you does not mean you can't go back there and say, Mom, I forgive you. I know you didn't do things the right way with me, but it's okay. I learned this, I learned that. And I just hope that every single one you go home today, kiss your mama, appreciate her, and and love her. So one of the things that I also want to talk about is how my mom, like, I'm just thinking about how my mom like really changed my life, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad for doing the things that I did, and I'm just thinking about myself. Like, just memories are popping in, so I'm kind of pausing a little bit. I'm just like, what kind of idiot was I to do all these dumb things? Like, think about it. Like, what was I thinking? Not appreciating my mom at the time, And it just shows you that just because you're young doesn't mean you know everything. And at 17, 16, I didn't know shit. I was a dumbass. I was a kid running around fucking streets and hanging out with kids and parties and just doing dumb stuff. Coming out of foster care, I was still doing dumb stuff. That's when 19 years old, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're not appreciating this household. You're not appreciating what I'm doing. And I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision to really, change my life or end up being like everybody else. And I heard there was a story not too long ago I was reading on the news. They just convicted a guy who killed his mother and put her in the Flushing Meadow River or some shit. And that tore me apart. I was like, how can someone do that to her fucking mom? Like, I don't care what she does. I don't care if your mom beats the shit out of you. I don't care if your mama kicks you out of the street. I don't give a fuck if your mom just beats you to death. At the end of the day, it's your fucking mom. She brought you into this world. She has the right to take you the fuck out of this world if you're misbehaving. That's how I look at it. So, Mom, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you watch this. I hope all you guys go home today and say, I love you, Mom, because you never know. Your mama could pass away like that tonight, and we don't know that. And we want to make sure that our parents, especially our mothers, know that we cherish them, we love them, we appreciate them, and we'll do anything for them. So for those of you that are mama boys, it's okay to be a mama's boy. It's a good thing. All right? So as you guys know, every single month we come at you, we spit fire. Today's episode was a little bit emotional. I couldn't really speak straight because it's about my mama. But as you guys know, every single Monday we come at you, we spit fire. And you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, Michael_Barayev, Michael Barayev. I love you.